Hello student, welcome to today's math session. Today we will be learning something new. That is, we will be starting with chapter number 5. The name of the chapter is Arithmetic Progression. In short, you can read it as AP. Before starting with the chapter, we must know some of the basic terminologies related to the chapter. So, let us first understand something about sequence. It is defined as a list of numbers arranged in a definite order according to some definite rule is called a sequence, which means that we are arranging the numbers in a definite order and the numbers are following a definite rule. So, let us understand it with the help of an example. So, here I have written a sequence on the board. It is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. Now you can see that this sequence is following a definite pattern. As you can see that each number is square of the given numbers, which means that I can write 1 as square of 1. I can write 4 as the square of 2. 9 can be written as 3 square. 16 will be written as 4 square. And 25 can be written as 5 square. I can extend the sequence by adding the numbers after 5, which means that if I will be writing the square of 6, I will be getting my next number in the sequence as 36. So, as you can see here that it is following a definite rule over here, which means that the sequence is formed by the square of the numbers in a particular order. Now let us understand about the terms. The various numbers occurring in a sequence are called its term. As you have seen above that in the given sequence, the number 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25, they are the terms of the given sequence. So, let us take a sequence as A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. So, the first number, which is A1, is called as the first term of the sequence. The second number will be called as the second term of the sequence, and the last number, let us consider it to be An, as we don't know that which is the last number of the sequence. So, the last number which we have considered it to be An, that is the nth term of the sequence. This nth term of the sequence is called as the general term of the sequence. Now, let us understand about progression. The sequence whose terms follow certain fixed pattern are called progression. It means that when you are writing the numbers in a fixed pattern, they are called as progression. Here is an example showing the progression. The numbers are 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. Now here we are not following any definite rule as we have seen in the sequence. There we were squaring the numbers and getting the sequence. But here you can see something common over here. When we are adding 2 to the number 3, we are getting 5. When we are adding 2 to 5, we are getting the next term of progression as 7. On adding 2 to 7, we will be getting the number 9 and so on. It means that we are adding a fixed value to the previous number to get the next term of the progression. Thus, we can say that progressions are the sequences which are following the fixed pattern. Now, there is one statement. Let us understand it that all progressions are sequence, but all sequences are not the progression, as the progressions have a fixed pattern between the numbers. But comparatively, when we are talking about sequence, it do not have a fixed pattern between the number, rather it is following a fixed rule to make the sequences. Let us understand about arithmetic progression. It is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except first term. As you can understand from the name that arithmetic progression. So first of all, it deals with the numbers. So we can say that arithmetic progression is the list of numbers. Now, how that progression is formed? It is formed by adding a fixed number to the preceding number, which means that to the previous number. So let us understand it by taking a sequence. So the sequence is A1, A2, A3 up till AN. Now here A1 is the first term of the sequence and A2 is the second term of the sequence, whereas AN is the nth term of the sequence. If we know the value of A1 and the fixed value that we need to add, we call it as common difference. So to get the second term of the AP, which is arithmetic progression, we will be adding that fixed difference to the preceding term, which means that we will be adding that difference to the first term. To get the third term of the arithmetic progression, we will be adding D, which is the common difference, to the second term, as second term is preceding the third term, which means that second term is coming before the third term. Similarly, when we need to find the value of AN, which is the nth term of the arithmetic progression. So, whatever term is coming before the nth term, so we will consider it to be AN minus 1. That means that one term before the nth term plus we will be adding the difference, that is the fixed value, to the second last term to get the nth term. Now here, as you can see that D is called as the common difference of the AP. It is that fixed value of the arithmetic progression that we are adding to each term to get the successive term. It can be positive, negative or 0. We will be learning the method to check whether the given list of numbers is an AP or not. To check whether the given numbers are in an AP, first of all, we need to find the difference of two consecutive terms. To find the difference, we will be subtracting the preceding term from the succeeding term. After finding the difference, if the differences are same, then the given sequence is an AP. So, let us understand it with the help of an example. The question is, examine that the sequence 13, 10, 7, 4 and so on is an AP. So first of all, in the given sequence, 13 is the first term of the AP, which we will call it as A1. 10 is the second term of the AP, which will be named as A2, 7 as A3 and 4 as A4. To find the common difference, we will be subtracting the preceding term from the succeeding term. That means that the difference of second term minus first term will be 10 minus 13. That will be equals to minus 3. Similarly, we will find the difference of third term and second term. So, we will be getting the value as 7 minus 10, which is equals to minus 3. Proceeding further, we will be finding the difference of fourth and the third term. So, we will be getting 4 minus 7. The value will be equals to minus 3. Now, you can see here that on subtracting the given terms, we are getting the same difference, which is minus 3. As the difference is coming same, so we can say that the given sequence is an AP. Thus, by finding the difference between the consecutive terms, you can easily find out whether the given sequence is an AP or not. If the difference is coming same, then definitely it will be in AP. I hope you have understood the given concept of sequence, progression, arithmetic progression, and how to check whether the given sequence is an AP or not. Thank you everyone and have a nice day ahead.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.